Hey all, welcome. This is Dino the Ops Guy, and we are back to Production Management in Practice, or Stardew Valley Production Management 101. You can call it whatever you like, I guess. But the idea being, I've taught university courses in production management and decided to do it on YouTube so that you could get it for free. Ordinarily, if you have no examples in the course, it's kind of dry. You don't want that. So typically, what I like to do is take students out to a factory and show them how it's done in the real world. Probably the easiest factory I can take you to, though, is something online. So I'm using Stardew Valley as sort of my environment, my factory. So I've employed my buddy Av with he's at our farms. So we work together on this, and I take care of the strategy side. He does the rest. So if you haven't been on this channel before, this is episode 19. There are, you guessed it, 18 other episodes that you could go into that sequentially lead up to this. You can look at them out of order, but each one becomes more or less a day, so that episode 6 is day 6 and episode 12 is day 12. There's a chronology, and I say episode 12 is also day 13, which kind of messes things up, but you get the idea. So essentially, as things come up in Stardew Valley, then we will discuss them on an operations level, and that becomes the course. So we don't have a lot of prep today. We're just going to get right into what Av has to do as far as key things for the objectives for today. Day 19 objectives. There's some harvesting to be done. I think there's 9 cauliflower or something like that. It is a Friday, and it's important on Fridays and Sundays that we get down to the traveling cart, just to make sure if there's red cabbage, we buy that up, because we need red cabbage, and there's really no other good way to get it than to buying it from the cart. So Demetrius has a quest for us to get 3 herring. He feels there's way too many herring in the ocean, and if we drop it by 3, that's going to be a good thing. So we're hoping to help him with that. If we later in the day we can get to the copper mine, that'd be great. Even if we don't get a lot of floors. So if we are lucky, meaning that the TV tells us we're lucky, then we tend to get a lot more floors. But even if we're not lucky, kind of like coming up today, then getting a lot of copper, because we're leading into a whole bunch of stuff, including we're hoping to have the coop built right after the dance festival. What is it? The flower dance. And if you sort of stack up the time, that means that we've already got the silo built, but we still need more resources, so more stone. And if we can get a copper pickaxe beforehand, then that would help the stones come faster. So in general, copper, coal, stone, and wood are going to be more and more valuable that we can use going forward. So that'll be a good thing. So Av, if you have some free time, I know we've already set it up quite a bit, but if you happen to be near the mines and you got a fishing rod, fishing bullhead would be good for one of the bundles. As well, finding different things around foraging. I believe it's still salmonberry season. Maybe that's waned a bit, but either way, getting down to the ocean and foraging is probably a good thing as well. So I am going to leave it in your capable hands, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Av. Take it away. Okay, thanks, Dino. For those of you who are new, I am Av from At Our Farms, and I am responsible for the execution, or the production side, rather than where Dino's more on the management side, sort of the strategic side. But we work together well. Dino's a nice guy to work with. I'm really happy to be able to work with him. Very inspiring. So what we're going to do today, we're going to basically harvest those cauliflower, get a couple green beans, anything. We try and keep a couple in inventory, so we'll try and keep like 2 green beans, and the rest we'll try and sell. The other thing is we're going to get those crab pots. Might as well clear those up. And again, periwinkle is kind of an odd thing that it's just so cheap, we keep a lot of them. But snail, we already have 3, so we're going to sell that 4th snail to Willie when we get down to the ocean. So, just going to carry through. The other thing we're going to do at the ocean is we're going to, we have a green bean and Shane wants one. That works out perfectly. When we get to the ocean, we're going to fish for herring. Apparently, Demetrius feels that there's too much herring in the water, so we have to fish them. Oh, we got a prize ticket from Shane. Thank you, Shane. And we're going to go say, we got some cauliflower for Jody. Her door isn't open yet. We also got that ticket from Shane. That's nice. So we're going to, no, it's locked till what, 9 is it? 8:30. 8:30. Okay. So we're going to, well, we're not going to come back at 8:30. We're going to finish what we're doing on the ocean at the beach. The other big thing that we're going to do is our copper axe is ready, and that's going to do a whole bunch of things for us, not the least of which help us clear out the stumps on the farm. But as well, there's a special stump that hides a hidden ticket. So I'm going to show you that. A lot of the stuff, there's some sort of Easter eggs, if you will, in Stardew Valley. Some of them I think are pretty valuable as far as production-wise. We got some fishing going there. Some of them are not valuable at all. So, for example, we on March 16th, we've already, or spring 16th, we've already passed spring 16th. But on that day, if you go to the bottom left corner of, or the southwest corner of Cinder Forest, where the waterfalls are, you will find a pot of gold. I don't want to be recognized for picking up pots of gold. I want to be recognized for doing value-added stuff with, like, plants and cows and chickens and stuff. So I don't even bother with that. The same thing on Spirit's Eve. There's if you finish the maze, I know how to finish the maze, but picking up the sort of the pumpkin for a free 2,500 or whatever it is. Again, it looks great on the total earnings, but it really doesn't prove out that we know what we're doing on the production management side. So I leave those, but every once in a while. So for example, now that we have the copper axe, there is sort of this hidden ticket. Given that we had to work for the copper axe, I'm going to use that ticket, and it helps us develop more things. So that's going to work out well. We're 2 out of 3 of the herring we need, so we're getting close. Bated breath. But actually, we're doing a pretty good job of fishing here from the standpoint of pace. We're it's almost like every 10 minutes we're getting a fish. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I would expect that if we were getting rings. So if we see rings in the water, we know that there's basically improved fishing probabilities. But there's no rings, and I don't think there's a benefit for rain necessarily. It just changes the type of fish that are available. So this seems a bit unprecedented, but we're going to take it. There, we got our 3. Okay, now we've ran out of space. So let's get rid of the seaweed. We did that in reverse order. So we're going to put the herring in, get the seaweed. This herring's worth more than seaweed, I'm pretty sure. Sell off all the stuff that we have. And now we are good to go tell Demetrius that we did the fishing. There's a lot less herring, like by a quantity of 3 in the ocean. You may say that's a spit in the ocean, but I'm saying it's 3 less herring. 3 fewer herring, actually. So we brought the topaz. I actually brought that to sell to Clint when we were going to get our axe, but I think it's just better off giving it to we don't really need the 80, so I think it was just better off giving it to Gunther while we're in the area, so we got that covered. We do have another topaz at home. Saying hi to Pam. That's good. So we will be able to get that for money. And here is the first hardwood stump that we're going to get rid of. And once we move that tree, you see, oh, there's a secret package. So you'll also notice that there's all kinds of weeds here. And I'm not going crazy on the weeds. Here I'm actually leaving 2 behind. And you'll notice that at the bottom of the stairs here, I've left a ton. There's a reason for that. If you leave weeds, they tend to grow. And when you harvest weeds in the spring, you will get seeds. What do you call it? Spring seeds. Or sorry, mixed seeds. In the summer, you will also get mixed seeds, but you also have the opportunity to get flower seeds, which are actually a bit more valuable. So given that it's too late to plant spring seeds, if we plant spring seeds and we get a cauliflower now, mixed seeds, like even these, if you plant those and we get a cauliflower, it's a waste because the cauliflower will not be ready in time. So we are not going to plant any more mixed seeds. I am going to go up to talk to Clint about the mystery boxes because we want to open those up. So we might as well leave the weeds to grow a little more until we get to summer. And then when we harvest those weeds, there's a chance not only do we get mixed seeds, but that we get flower seeds. And that will give us both a little bit of variety and a little more money. So that's a good thing to do. So if you see me leave weeds behind, it's not because I'm being myopic or obtuse. It's just that and there we're going to give Jody the thing. We're going to talk to Vincent. It's really planning. So knowing when it's best to be able to use what you get from the weeds and when you're not going to be able to use it. So for example, now there's sort of a 1 in 3 chance if I plant a mixed seed that there'll be something that just won't last the full season and end up just wilting at the end. So there's a lot of neat things. The truffle oil is interesting for sure, but there is no red cabbage, and that's the one thing that we show up at the cart hopefully every Friday and Sunday to see. If we see that red cabbage, whether we get a red cabbage or the seed, that's going to be instrumental in getting our bundles done. So yes, now that we have the power to cut through stumps, it's going to make cleaning up the farm quite a bit easier. We did, out of the mystery box, get those parsnip seeds, so I'm going to plant those. We could probably fertilize it, but I'm not going to fertilize it. I got other things to do. Certainly, given that we have the hardwood now, we can actually look at the construction bundle. So the construction bundle is a bundle of 90 wood, another bundle of 90 wood. I don't know why it's 2 bundles of 90 wood, but I guess that's what it is, instead of 1 bundle of 98. Not 90 wood, 99 wood, and then 99 stone, and then 10 hardwood. So we can do that. And that gives us the charcoal kiln, which isn't the most important thing in the game for sure, but it's nice to have, especially with the advanced axe. If we can chop stuff down and put it in the kiln and get charcoal from it, that can be or coal from it, I guess. That can be very helpful, especially when we're trying to use that coal to make, whether it's bee houses. Hey, Dimitri, so we got your stuff for you. Or for preserve jars. So coal is one of the resources that are going to become very valuable. Another source of coal, be it wood through the charcoal kiln, is valuable. I'm noticing they get only 98 stones. I need 99, so just need one more. There we go. Might as well get the bug meat while we're here. Now we can head down to the community center and finish that bundle. So we got our stone, we got our hardwood. That's nice to have. Certainly I will get a daffodil along the way. So it'll be nice to get that charcoal kiln. Again, not because it's dire necessary, but it's just one of the things, one more bundle will get out of the way. Oh, we don't have enough regular wood. Okay, so we got to do some chopping now. I just assumed we had enough regular wood. I probably should have looked at that. But that's okay. We got to get out of the city, though. They don't let us chop down trees in the city or in the village or whatever, the town. Stardew Valley in the valley. So up we are now outside, so we can chop away. And it's nice to chop up these. First, they're going to grow back, so it's not like we have to reseed them. But as well, having more visibility in this area is pretty important. Now you'll notice that I moved the wood up top because it's what I'm using as a counter. I want to see it in my hotbar. I'm looking for 99. Once I get 99 wood or more, I am good. But you'll notice as I chop down those trees, I can see more if there's any forage items or whatever the case are less hidden. So it gives us a little more visibility. So as well as sort of replenishing on their own, giving us the wood, it also gives us a bit more view to what's going on around the bus stop. So we do need more trees. We might as well take the stumps while we're at it too. We don't want to go too late, but we got some time. So we'll take this maple out. And then obviously there's a stump near there, so we can get to that easy enough. We don't need any more hardwood immediately, but it's nice to capture. And while we got the fancy axe and we're close by, it sort of doesn't hurt. So we got more than the 99 that we need. We'll head back, close out that bundle. It's nice to close out bundles. It's just a sort of sense of accomplishment, if nothing else. But as well, we get the little gifts that they sort of give us occasionally. So it's nice to, well, again, charcoal kiln can be very helpful. Not something I'm going to stay up late at night worrying about. Speaking of late at night, it is midnight. So there we go. Bundle complete. We get the charcoal kiln. And I guess I did forget that it would open up our last big bundle for the desert there in the bank center, the office, or whatever they call that room. So we have all of our bundles open. At some point, we should fill them with like the chub and some of the other stuff that we've been sort of storing for now. No rush on that. We're not short for storage space necessarily. We are short for time during the day, so we want to time it so it doesn't really get in the way of other things if we can, and that's easy to do sort of in the longer term. So we'll clear out what we don't need. We got mahogany seed, so that's going to become very valuable. We're not going to deal with it this late at night, but we're going to plant that mahogany seed and plant more and create a little like a mahogany grow area so that we can get those hardwood trees. There are times where we need a lot of hardwood pretty quickly, so having trees nearby, we're of course going to grab the forester because wood is a big thing for us. See what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. That's the next day, and the spirits are somewhat perturbed. We'll have to deal with that. So it's back to you, Dino. Okay, thanks, Av. That was awesome. I didn't think we'd get a chance to get the construction bundle, but that works out actually very well. So we did get the harvest done. Not only were they the 9 cauliflower that I was thinking of, as well as 2 green beans. No red cabbage at the cart, but we'll keep looking. We did get the herring for Demetrius, as well as the green bean for Shane, and the cauliflower for Jody. We did a lot of gophering this. I think we even got the gopher achievement. That kind of popped up on the side. So good for you, Av. You kind of fit that all in. We didn't have a whole lot of time for mining the copper. We did get in the mines for 1 stone, so good for that. But that led to, like I said, getting that charcoal kiln and getting that bundle done, the construction bundle. So that worked out very, very well. When fishing for the herring, I did notice just some of the numbers I was running here. We're at level 3 fishing, which doesn't sound like that high of a level, but in 2.5 hours we had 11 catches and 609 G. That's almost like 10 minutes per catch kind of thing. Getting in there 10-20 minutes per catch. It's pretty efficient. So, and 244 G per hour is actually a really good return. You'd have, if we were going to sort of plan it through, we'd have to factor in an hour to walk there, an hour to walk back, depending on which fishing hole we'd use. But we are getting actually really efficient at fishing to the point where it's going to be lucrative to spend time fishing, and that works out well, especially since we need fishing skill in the summer to get puffer fish. So really to focus, maybe not the first priority, because those resources of wood, coal, stone, and copper are important, but getting bullhead from the mountain, getting sunfish on sunny days at the river, or bream at night from the river. It takes a bit of coordinating and planning it out, but those would be good for the bundles, as well as most other things that we catch. Again, 240, 250 G per hour is a pretty good return if we're not factoring in getting there. So if we just happen to be in the neighborhood, that's a good prize, and that's without the rings. So that's the rings will even make that better. Ideally, once we get to summer, we'd like by the end of summer have a level 6 fishing, which would open up the iridium rod. Not entirely necessary, but likely it's going to help a whole bunch when we're catching puffer fish. That's one of the tougher ones to catch. Actually, puffer fish and eel, but we already got eel, so we're kind of good there. But anyway, planning ahead, just with the fishing aspect. We don't talk about we haven't talked yet about operation strategy. So this is a production management course, and operations is sort of the superset of production. Operations is all of production plus all of services plus all of logistics and supply chain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So operations strategy often is confused with just general corporate strategy, but really the focus of operations strategy is capability development. So this discussion to say, do we really want to spend time developing our fishing skill? Yeah, we do. This is one of the capabilities that's going to make it better longer term. So it's we're sort of leaning into this. So little interludes like this are very helpful. Hopefully the whole concept is helpful. Hopefully you're getting something out of this. I do check the comments, so if there's something that you would like to interject on, or some things that'll make this interaction more valuable, certainly let me know in the comments. Otherwise, again, if this is working for you, just keep hanging out. I guess likes help me. I don't plan to make a whole bunch of money on this, but likes, I guess, tend to direct other people in as well, and I look at it too. So hopefully that helps, and we are going to see you next time. This is Dino the Ops Guy signing off.